Hello, my name is Isaiah, and I am here to demonstrate how to install and use Discord for Texas A&M classes. Specifically, this video is meant for CSEE 221 students in Dr. Lake's sections, as this will be the most useful for them, since we'll be using Discord for labs as well as office hours. So, naturally, one may be inclined to ask, what is Discord? Well, simply put, it is a chat service similar to similar to Slack, GroupMe, etc., except it has the added benefit of introducing items such as voice channels. So think something like along the lines of video game online chat, along with a relatively new feature where you can in fact share your screen, similar to Zoom. And we will be using Discord for our labs because you can hold up to 50 people, and also you have that share screen capability, which can be handy for those who need it. So, to begin, let's install Discord. So, if we go ahead and we open up Discord, we just search it, and click on the first link that comes up, you'll see an option to download it or open it. If you open the Discord app, you will not have access to all the features. I recommend go ahead and download it. Okay, that's how you get the full range of features, such as the video chat, or such as video chat option and whatnot. Now that's finished, let's go ahead and run it. Thankfully, Thankfully, Discord setup doesn't really require a whole lot from you. It simply does it. Now then, right. So, this is the part where I log in using my personal email address. However, if you do not already have an account, or you don't want your personal account to be associated with the class, feel free to make a Discord account using your A&M address. Alternatively, if you need to do that, you'd hit the register button, type in your email, type in a username, and then type in your password. Since I already have an account, I'm going to go ahead and log in, and I'll get back with you when that's done. Alright, so now that I am logged in, you may see something similar to this. Now initially, you will not have any links here on the side, as I do. So the way Discord works is each little community is split up into servers. So as you can see, I'm a part of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different servers. Okay? As you see over here on the right, some of my friends are in fact chatting at the moment. But anyway, so what you will mostly be worried about is the class itself. So when this video goes out, there will be a link to join this Discord, but for now, let's just assume that you've joined it. Okay? It will ask you whether or not you want to join the server, hit yes, and then you will be greeted with something similar to this. Okay, now, on the right-hand side, you can see who is currently online. As you can see, myself along with Alex, the 2 TAs are online, as well as 3 of the peer teachers, as well as a student who has joined. Okay, so so in general, okay, so on the left-hand side here, you can see a bunch of what looks like labels. Okay, if you notice, there's a hashtag or number # over some of them, and over the ones down here, there are sound indicators. So that sort of delineates the 2 different types of channels. These are text channels, okay, versus voice channels, which are the ones with a sound icon, okay? The idea being that if you want to, say, make something known to everyone, you can, or you want to communicate via text chat, you can do that. So you can just say, hey everybody. For example, you can also send GIFs, emojis, and what have you, etc. So here's the idea. The idea being that each lab has its own individual text channel where all of the students can post. As you can see, there's a little lock icon next to it. That's because if we go look at the rules, there's a role for every single, or almost a designation for every single section. The idea being only 501 can access the 501 text chat. Okay. Now if we scroll down, we have here the lab voice channels. This is what you would use to actually communicate with us via voice. So if you go ahead and click on that, you will be able to talk to us TAs as well as interact with your other fellow students. Okay. Optimally, you'd also, of course, use relevant text chat to be able to do that. Now, let's say you don't want to talk to anybody, or you want to mute yourself because you have a lot of background noise. In that case, you click on the little mute button down there, which will mute you. Now, as you can see, I have a little mute icon next to my bar, and the green indicator is no longer showing. And now I can talk again because I unmuted myself. Now, let's say that you wanted to go ahead and disconnect. You would click the disconnect button. This looks like a hang up phone. In which case, you will then exit the voice channel and no longer be in there. Okay. Furthermore, one thing I'll mention as well is while you're in here, let's say a TA comes along and needs to sort of expound on something that cannot really be explained in voice form. Then, at that time, they will probably hit this go live button. So what this will do is this will go ahead and take, let's see here, hang on. So that will essentially allow sharing of a screen. So for example, since Discord is the only thing I've opened, let's go ahead and open that up. It'll then ask you, okay, you're streaming to this thing. Click go live. And as you can see, I am now streaming my thing. As you can see in the little inset window. It is obviously telescoping, but that's fine. We're going to go ahead and stop streaming. That might be used to expound on things or to show various chats. Anyway, so let's say for office hours. Office hours would be a similar thing. The waiting room will probably be used for just general communication. You also then have 3 desk voice channels for when you have multiple office hours, or you need to have overflow into another voice channel. Okay, so the general flow of, right, I should probably mention that. So as I'm pretty sure by default as a student, you are not allowed to make to live stream. However, you can do so in a direct message. So let's say you have a direct code question. What do? Because you don't want to, it's kind of against the Aggie Honor Code to share your code. So at that time, you would go over to this bar, or I believe you can do it directly. Yeah, you can do it directly from the profile if they're in a voice channel. So let's say Alex. So if you right-click the profile, you will be able to see all these options. We care about message at the moment. So if we message, it'll open up a little direct messages tab, and you can go ahead and type in whatever the heck you want. Namely, issues with your code, what have you, and you can also, of course, share your screenshots more directly in that manner. That way, your code is kept confidential, and we don't violate the honor code by using this system. Now, excuse me. Now, let's say you wanted to more directly call them. So in that case, you'd choose the call feature, and that would open you up in a private voice chat channel with that particular person. Okay. You can then also adjust their relative volume if they're too loud, if they're too soft, what have you. Okay. So, basic flow of things then is that on your respective lab day during your relevant lab time, you would go ahead and pop open. You're going to hop on Discord, go and launch the application, and then go ahead and open up your relevant lab chat, and then join one of the 8 tables. Okay, and then sort of the flow is that as in Zachary Labs, there'll be 4 to 5 people per quote-unquote table, and then you might have, you know, one TA or a few TAs and then a bunch of peer teachers, right? The idea being that the TAs and peer teachers will sort of cycle through these voice channels and ask whether or not there are any questions, okay? And if relevant, they can then share their screen and explain concepts more succinctly that way. Alternatively, for office hours, whenever the TAs have their relevant office hours, you can go ahead and join them. Here, that time you would go ahead and join the waiting room channel and then join one of the sound indicators, or join one of the voice channels. And you will be able to see whether or not, looks like I just got a crash. That's fun. But anyway, so you can see who is in a voice channel at a given time, so you will know when a TA is in fact there and ready to go. As an aside, there is a peer teacher central, more widely, like bigger Discord. This is essentially PTC Online, virtual PTC as it were. And as you can see, there are a lot of peer teachers already on here with quite a few students who are already joined. The idea being that this is more or less going to replace that sort of hub of Peer Teacher Central. All the hours will stay the same as per usual, but this is another option for you if you want to use that. And then once you're done, you can go and close it out, and it will remain in your bar, in your little like open applications, unless you quit out of it. Once you quit out of it, it'll disappear and you will be shown as offline to the rest of the world. Again, Discord is going to be used for labs and office hours, as well as general DMing, private code sharing, what have you. Okay, and again, once this video goes up, I should be able to share the Discord link to join that server so that you guys can start filing in and we can start getting you organized into your sections. Well, I think that's all for now. Thank you very much, and hopefully this was helpful, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Thank you.